Yeah, welcome back, guys. As you can see, we've got everything out of the Cabrio and trying to figure out how we can repack everything and get the bike rack on with lots of microfiber towels and get the bikes on the back so we can actually use them when we want and we don't have to take everything we own out of the car first. So we didn't get as early of a start as we wanted. My plan was to hopefully be on the road by 4 or 5 a.m. for San Francisco, then get over to Walnut Grove before we get up to Sutton's. That didn't happen. We probably needed to sleep anyway, but we also needed at least a good hour to sort this out. We're here in Ventura, just north of Ventura, California, on the Pacific Ocean, driving on the Pacific Coastal Highway, better known as the PCH. And Corey's never been on the PCH, right? This is your first time on? So we decided to get off I-5 and then get off the 101 and actually get closer to the ocean on the PCH and drive this for a little bit. We're headed to Santa Barbara. We're ultimately headed to San Francisco and Walnut Grove for the Rotiform Ludwick's Garage pop-up meet, which is the first pop-up meet of the cross-country trip in the Cabrio, but we wanted to take our time today. Okay, so what we didn't just film that is still in the process of blowing my mind is we're standing here taking photos of the ocean and a car goes by and honks its horn, which people are doing. I don't pay much mind to it, but I did think to myself, I wonder if that's somebody that like knows that we're on this trip, that saw something on Instagram or something. And I didn't think of anything else, went back to what I was doing, and then all of a sudden my friend Beth comes running up out of her car, and it was her and her friend, and they were surfing just inside the coast here, and she moved out here to California like 7 or 8 years ago, and I haven't seen her in probably that long, and she's just randomly on the PCH when we got off the PCH just a mile down the road. We're north of Ventura on the PCH just chilling here, and I had no idea where she was in California. I don't even know where we are. We're like outside. We're outside, and it's real hot.
Yeah, like Aiden says, outside.
It's like 110 degrees out right now, and we thought it was gonna be real crazy if we went to Death Valley, which is supposed to be 125 next week. So basically what we're doing is we're on our way to Walnut Grove, but we're cutting over from 101 to I-5 north of Santa Maria. So we're in the middle of these like crazy rolling desert hills, and it's hot. And thank God we did an AC compressor in that car. We were driving and all of a sudden the AC felt like it got lukewarm, and I'm like, oh man, is this like getting bad? So after a while we were driving, we got off the highway, we rolled the windows down, and it was like opening the oven to check on your pizza, and we're like, oh no, that's why the AC's getting warm. We are certainly out here though. Why are we wearing all black? You're in all black, I'm in all black. It's hot out here. The AC is blowing warm. This is like right at the end of the bridge.
Yeah.
So crazy. That shop is so cool.
Dang, man.
Wow. Oh my gosh. So we made it to Walnut Grove, California. This is our friend Sutton Morris's shop, Morris Motors. The shop is so cool. The town is like a tiny little Main Street town, kind of in between San Francisco and Sacramento, up in the countryside. It's sunset, the weather's nice. This is so cool. He deals in basically vintage Mercedes, Porsche, BMWs, anything European. And the stuff he has in the shop right now is a full-blown treat. He's got a hammer. He's got a hammer, a 500E Mercedes. There's some C107s, R107s. I see a 109 convertible cabriolet, a couple more 108s, an M6, E24 M6. There's a... We're driving a Cabrio. What's up, man? Good drive. The black one. Oh, the black one? The black one. Is it a manual? No, I wish. I bought one that was Sutton, that was a bummer. It was New Hampshire car. Rusty. Locked the doors. Growth wood for a laser engraving job on Ludwick 107. Funny money in Miami goes, you want to sell it? I'm like, yeah. So how much? It's $1,500. Just take PayPal. Was it the trans then? What did Porsche do?
They lowered the center of gravity, the roof is cut. An inch or a half. The fenders are wider.
I knew the fenders were wide. I didn't know the roof was altered.
Yeah, the roof is altered, and the suspension geometry is different.
Wow. Yes, I thought for some reason someone had said the Porsche messed with the transmission or something crazy.
I don't think so.
Wow.
If they have, I've rebuilt this thing 4 times. No good deed goes unpunished.
All right, good morning, good morning. We are here at Morris Motors, and as you guys know, we're having some AC issues, and it's like 7:30 in the morning, and Sutton's already wheeling his AC machine out here to take a look at what's going on. But he says if he doesn't do it now, it's going to be too hot later. So.
Well, that or we'll bullshit around and forget about it. The machine does all the work. All we got to do is turn it on.
Yeah, true. So there's already a handful of really sweet cars showing up, and we'll get a chance to walk around and get a shot of everybody hanging out. No, you're good. Well, I mean, you know, All right, guys, the pop-up meet is over with. People have trickled out, and we are headed to get lunch. on back to Sutton's place now, and we have some cool stuff in the works. We got well, first of all, we're gonna pour you in the back seat. We have worked out a deal on a car, and said car, that's gonna do it for this episode, guys. Super grateful to Sutton Morris at Morris Motors for having us out, putting us up here at his compound with all of the amazing stuff to look at. Like I mentioned before, we've been talking about coming out here for a long time. There's a new project in the works. I think I'm gonna be flying out here again in the next couple of months after I get moved to Chattanooga and hopefully settled in. Stay tuned for that. We're in the middle of a massive cross-country drive right now, but what Sutton and I have been talking about is really exciting, something I'm super stoked on. So maybe more on that soon. But for now, we're getting packed up, heading to bed pretty soon because we're getting up at 3 in the morning for the 10 or so hour haul to Salt Lake City. We've decided not to go to Las Vegas from here. That was going to put us down to Yosemite National Park, which is a place I've never been to, and it's one of my bucket list places to go. But after Yosemite, it was going to dump us out by Death Valley on the way to Vegas. And tomorrow it's going to be about 125 degrees in Death Valley and about 110 in Las Vegas. But that's it. The pop-up meet today at Sutton Shop, Morris Motors, was an awesome event. A lot of people came out. The weather was beautiful. And that's it. We're off to sleep with lots more driving tomorrow. We'll see you guys in the next episode.